So I know what you guys are wondering. Why do I have so many holsters out on my table right now? Well, this video is really to try to help people make a decision on what holster works for them by showing you some of the options out there. Now, let me just say this by going off and telling you guys that this is not every holster manufacturer in the world. This is just holsters that I have liked in regards to manufacturers who've made them. Now, obviously this is going to apply to every single person's holsters that are out there. Some people have some great ideas also, and I'd love to hear what those are. So at the end of the video, leave a comment down below. Tell us what you like, which holsters you don't like, why you like them, so that people who watch the video can obviously get an idea on different manufacturers and the pros and cons for each one, because I may miss something while I'm doing this. Now, first off, when I look at all these holsters, and I'm going to try to sort these out the best way I can so that you guys can get a good idea of what's on here. Now, I'm going to start off with some of the hybrid holsters that I actually have. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have many. I actually really just favor the hidden hybrid type holsters. Now, these holsters here, guys, these are very nice. They're super comfortable. I personally have never had any issues with either one of these. This one here is for my P10, and this one here is for my Steyr. It was for my S9, but the M9 can also be carried in as well. Now, pros and cons. The pros, excellent craftsmanship. The leather is very nice quality. And actually, I'm going to zoom out a little bit on this video so maybe you can just get a better idea of what you're seeing on the table. But what you'll notice is that with these, you have your Kydex body, and then you have your backing, which is leather, and then it has some suede on the back. So, I mean, overall, these are some great looking holsters. Now, fit and finish, excellent. And overall, the way it carries the gun has always been excellent, at least for me. I mean, this may or may not be for you, depending on what your preferences are. Now, the biggest con that I have seen, and honestly, I don't necessarily see it myself, but other people who have seen my videos in the past on these two, the biggest con they usually point out is going to be the clip. Now, to be honest with you, I haven't had any problems with the clip. As long as you're wearing a good belt, these clips will do their job. And for me personally, to be able to carry a Steyr or to even carry the P10 in one of these comfortable holsters, I find that to be a huge plus. So for me, again, I obviously like these. I've never had any issues with them, and I would definitely recommend if you're looking for a smaller type of hybrid that leaves a very, very small footprint on you, then definitely check out Hidden Hybrid. Great holsters. As far as I know, I've never really heard anything negative about them. And they hold up very well, guys. So these are two great choices. But again, it's going to be based upon what you like. I mean, do you like the hybrid type of style? If so, what are some of the other brands that you may have noticed that are out there that you'd like to try? Me personally, I like these. I have no issues with them, and I like the fact that they're small enough to conceal and even small enough to carry very comfortably. So that's always been a plus. Now, to go through some of the other manufacturers that I have on the table, I'll start with probably a lot of people's favorites, and that's going to be the Vetter type holster. Now, let me see if I can find my other one here. I have so many holsters on here, guys. It's kind of sad. What did I do with it? There it is. So here I have two of my Vetters. I will tell you, I do have a couple of more, and I like them. I have never had any issues with these. Now, I know some people out there will probably say for them, Vetter is the only way to go. But again, it's going to be up to you. Obviously, you can get them where they have a nice little finish on them. Obviously, this is cryptic camo. This one here is FDE. I also have the American flag one with the Glock that I don't have on the table. And I've also had a Raptor, which was very nice as well. Overall, these holsters to me tend to be some of the best on the market. And I'll be honest with you, it may not even be the Kydex. I mean, Kydex is Kydex. But I will tell you that for me, the reason why these, in my opinion, are superior to many other holsters is a simple fact of the kind of clip they use. Now, some people will say that the con to this is the metal clip. That I've had some people complain on my videos that these metal clips tear up their shirts. I personally have never seen that or have had that problem, but everybody's different. In regards to the clip, the reason why I think these are such great holsters is that there is no give on these clips. Once this clip latches onto your belt, this holster is not going anywhere. You're not going to have a lot of movement. If I was going to say you won't have any movement at all, I would probably say that's a lie. There's always going to be a little bit of play in these holsters. But for this, with this clip, it's very minimal at best. And again, I've never had any issues, and that's carrying a Steyr or a PPQ or even a Glock. I've never had any issues with these holsters sliding around. Like I said, once they're clipped on, they're not going anywhere. Another great feature of these holsters is the simple fact that you have the ability to cant it as much as you want and also adjust the ride height. So it's almost like you're getting all these features in one Kydex holster, which I think makes these probably the premier ones. Now, I could be wrong. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if I'm right or wrong on this, or give me an idea of what you think might be better, because that's always interesting, at least for me. Again, going to some of the more, I would say, I don't want to say less expensive, but I will definitely say some of the more affordable type of holsters that I think are very good quality. These holsters right here are all made from Mid-Atlantic holsters, which many of you are familiar with. I did a set of videos on these holsters. Big Johnson has done it, and there's been a lot of other YouTubers out there that have done it as well. These holsters to me are very good, and for the simple fact that they're extremely affordable. I mean, for about $25, guys, you're getting a really nice Kydex holster. You're getting a little bit of adjustability with how these cant, because he actually cuts another hole in here. So you can actually make it either straight or you can cant it more at a better angle. I like this angle right here. I think this works really well. I've never had any issues with these either. Again, it's a basic Schultz clip. While it is probably not the best clip out there in regards to the Vetter holsters, for 25 bucks, guys, amazing quality and an amazing fit. Again, fits the gun really well. He's been always very responsive to any issues or items that come up that he may have to adjust. I have never had any issues with that. And for 25 bucks, definitely a company I would recommend. And these are all different holsters for different handguns, but nonetheless, all good quality. As a matter of fact, I think I have another one. Yeah. Just really good quality. You can see the colors, the FDE, the green, and of course the gray. But overall, great stuff for $25. So like I said, you don't have to spend a fortune on getting a good holster. That is a myth, in my opinion. Is this going to be the best? Maybe, maybe not. It just depends on you. But if you're looking for something affordable that works, go with this. So let me push these to the side. I'm going to bring out some of my older ones. This was one of my original holsters that I bought right here. This is actually a Klinger holster, and this was my first holster I ever got for my first handgun, and that would be my P01. Now, over time, obviously, they've improved their products quite a bit. They make different types of holsters now. I would tell you that this was the first run they ever had, and it's a good holster. It holds the gun really well. It wasn't necessarily the most comfortable to wear, only because I wish it just had a little bit more adjustability in the cant. But with that being said, it was still a really good holster to carry. Obviously, they advanced their line. This one was their leatherback. I don't know if they make these anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't, which is kind of a bummer, because this was a really good holster, guys. It was a bit expensive, and I think that was one of the major complaints, and definitely one of the major cons of that. But the biggest pro was the comfortability, how comfortable this was to actually carry. This one here is for a P07. You can see that it's got a nice amount of cant in there. The fit and finish in the holster was excellent. No rough edges at all. Fits the gun wonderfully. Again, it had a cushion pad in here, so when it was rubbing up against your skin, you didn't have to worry about that bothering you or kind of irritating your hip or anything. But overall, this was a great holster. Unfortunately, I just think that the demand wasn't great for it because the price was a little bit high. So unfortunately, as a company, you have to kind of look over what works, what doesn't work, and then change it. And in this case, I think these are gone. They're not making these anymore, but glad I got one because it is super comfortable. This is another Klinger right here. This was sent to me by them, so that's full disclosure. Again, I haven't really worn this that much because I don't have my Glock 17 yet, because obviously there's a long wait here where I live. But I will be wearing this once I get that Glock 17 in. I can't wait to, because I had one of these before for an XD Mod 2, and I have to say it was super comfortable. In regards to this one, how they changed it, they just added an extra clip to it so that you can actually use it as a single piece of Kydex, or you can use it with the wings here to redistribute the weight a little bit more. So I think that's pretty cool. So again, it's probably mid-range price-wise. It just really depends on what you like. Some people like having these wide, I guess you could say, points of retention on your belt, and they do use metal clips, so that's pretty nice. So it will snap on there pretty well, and it shouldn't move around. And once you redistribute the weight, especially for a larger gun, I think these work as well. No issues with this ever, and I look forward to wearing it. Now, in regards to some of the outside the waistband holsters that I have, I don't really carry outside the waistband all that often, but when I do, I was definitely looking for something that was comfortable to use, something that for me worked. And, again, it's going to be different for everybody. Some people like certain types of holsters, some people don't. I'm trying to find what I did. Oh, I must have put them away. But, these right here that you see in front of you, these are actually made from a company called Courage Holsters. And you can see that these are a little bit more customized than, a lot of the other holsters that I have. You can do this for the price. The price, I believe, on these runs about 50 bucks. But again, you're getting a pretty nice pancake holster. You're getting leather straps on it. You can adjust the cant depending on how high you put one side to the other. Also, just the ability to be able to have something a little bit more customized, I think is pretty cool. Again, you can see the multi-cam pattern with the American flag on it. This is a great holster. It fits really well. This was carrying my 320. Hugs the body real nice. And again, never had any issues with it. Plus, you have your point of retention. Actually, your point of retentions are actually the two little clamps here. So the tighter you clamp them down, the tighter this is going to hold your gun, which is kind of cool. This one here, I had them custom do for me as well. And this is actually my family up in Rhode Island, which I absolutely love that picture. And you can see that a little bit closer. So again, it looks really nice, great quality stuff. The Kydex is really just great. And the leather straps still have a lot of stability in them. So they haven't worn down that often. Or I should say they haven't worn down too much, which is actually pretty nice. And so again, you know, for about $50, you get a nice pancake. You can design whatever you want on it. And I think for some people, that is pretty cool. It's a catching point. You know, some people like to customize the things they have. So if there's an option out there, why wouldn't you try to do it? What else do I have here? This one here is made by a company called 2A Holsters. And 2A is actually a really nice company. They make all different types of holsters, inside the waistband, outside the waistband. They have a chest rig on their website. So it's pretty good stuff. And one of the things that I like about this, obviously you have that suede backing. So when you put this against your body, it does hold pretty still. No real movement, even with the Schultz clip. And what's even better with something like this is that you can actually adjust the cant and the ride height all in the way he cut out this section here. So really, to me, that's pretty cool as well, because if you want to carry it a little bit higher, you can. If you want to carry it a little bit lower, you can do that as well. It's really just up to you. I mean, overall, what's the best holster? I really don't think there's an answer to that question, because everybody's going to be so different with their responses. What I'd like to know is, what do you guys think? What do you prefer in regards to holsters? Do you like hybrids? Do you like Kydex? Do you like inside the waistband, outside the waistband? Tell me what you like. Tell me what brands you also favor and what brands you maybe want people to stay away from. And then we'll just post it out below. So if people ever come back to this video and they want to check out what holsters work, they have all of you out there in the YouTube gun community letting us know. So I hope you guys have a great night. Hopefully you'll give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. As always, everyone out there, stay safe, and freedom is never free.